Whether it is your first year or third year mentoring, I'm sure that you've had a few rides in the car that have been silent and a little bit awkward when you've been riding with your mentee. So today, I want to talk about some practical ways that we can create good conversation in the car and to use that time to learn more about your mentee and for your mentee to learn more about you. When riding in the car, when we pick up our mentee, it is usually early or they might just be a little bit silent at first when they hop in the car. So it's good to know when we get into those situations that we are most likely going to need to be the first one to ask a question or to start the conversation. So having a few questions kind of in your back pocket, ready to go, will be a really helpful thing when riding in the car. When asking questions, it's really good if you are asking questions that are going to provide an opportunity for your mentee to share with you something that you don't know about them, or vice versa, for you to share with them something they don't know about you. Those questions would be really great just to get to know each other more, and it will provide opportunities for you to ask further questions about what they share in future weeks when you ride in the car with them. When we're kind of having conversation and we're asking questions, it's also okay to keep the conversation lighthearted. It doesn't all need to be really serious questions. And so when you go into the car, it might be good to have a story about yourself, about something funny that happened to you, whether recently or at some point in your life. Something that's kind of funny where you can maybe joke at your own expense a little bit. That is completely optional, but is a great way to kind of build some trust and create a safe sharing environment with your mentee. And just remember, when we're joking, it's good when we can kind of joke about ourselves and joke at our own expense rather than joking about them and what they share. And lastly, it can be really helpful to be a master of open-ended questions, asking questions that have multiple responses to it instead of just one word. Sometimes we like to ask, how was your day? Good. Do you like sports? Yes. But when we ask open-ended questions, we provide opportunities for follow-up and further conversation after that question that we ask. So with all of that, what are 4 great questions that we can have ready to go in the car when we're riding to learn more about our mentees? The first question that I really like is, what made you smile today? Or what was something that was kind of hard today? I think that's a great substitute question for just how was your day? It provides an opportunity for them to share more in detail. The second is, ask your mentee the names and ages of all their family and who lives with them. That's great information to have, and you can write it down to refer back to later and ask questions. And then you can share about your family in return with them. The third one is, give me 3 different things that you are interested in. Gives them an opportunity to share with you what they like and what their hobbies are and what they like to do. And lastly, if you had a free day, what would you do that entire day? Great opportunity to maybe hear some ideas about something that you could do with them as an activity at some point in the future. These are only a few of the many questions that you can ask, but I promise that when you get in the car, if you're ready to ask open-ended questions, to be lighthearted, and to look to learn more about your mentee that you don't know, and to share more about yourself that they don't know, I promise that you're going to enjoy that time in the car so much more.